Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Nnamdi Kanu's case toughens as Uber drags DSS to court, makes strong demand. Nnamdi Kanu's case toughens as Uber drags DSS to court, makes strong demand. So my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Senator Uber, the lawmaker representing Anambra North Senatorial District at the National Assembly on Monday, approached a federal high court, Abuja, seeking an order to be allowed to visit the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in the custody of the Department of State Service, DSS. The motion was brought pursuant to Section 36(1) of the 1999 Constitution, as amended and under the inherent jurisdiction of the court, as preserved via Section 66(b) of the said Constitution. In a motion on notice dated October 15, marked FHC ABJ CR 383/2021, the plaintiff Uber is praying the court to grant him leave to visit the defendant Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody as part of his oversight legislative function. He is seeking an order of this honorable court directing the complainant and or the Department of State Services DSS to allow the said senator, Dr. Uber, access to their detention facility for purposes of visiting the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu. In an affidavit, personally deposed to by Senator Uber, it was stated that there had been serious agitation aimed at present home is release, and this had degenerated into proclamation of sit-at-home orders in the southeast, a situation which is crippling the economy of the region. That I know that the sit-at-home orders are a medium of expression of solidarity to the detained defendant, and same has been hijacked by unknown criminal element who are now terrorizing the southeast and engaging in wanton killings, assassinations, and burning of valuable property. That I state that the sit-at-home orders have gravely affected the economy of the southeast and had often led to the killing of looters, arson, and assassination of notable persons by a terror group called Unknown Gunmen. That there is an allegation that all the above criminalities are being championed by the indigenous people of Biafra under the leadership of the detained defendant, an allegation which has been denied severally, yet the situation continues to worsen. That as a senator from the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria, I took it upon myself in carrying out my oversight legislative functions to visit the defendant at the DSS detention facility to ascertain from him if he is involved in any way in what is happening in the southeast, and to seek way of amicable settlement of the separatist agitation in the southeast in the overall interest of Nigeria. That at the DSS detention facility, I was denied access to the defendant and directed to approach this court to obtain permission before I could be allowed access to the defendant. that I state that the action of the DSS in denying me access to visit and amicably intervene and provide solutions to the lingering sit-at-home orders, securities issues, and violence in the Southeast is a disservice to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I visited and intend to visit the defendant in my capacity as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and for purpose of attempting to ameliorate and fashion a meeting point or create a discussion table aimed at reducing tension and quelling the agitation and killings in the Southeast. That the visit is part of my oversight legislative function, which I am empowered by the Constitution of Nigeria to perform. That I state that my interest in seeking to see the defendant is in the interest of national peace and security, the affidavit stated. Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, the lawmaker representing Anambra North Senatorial District at the National Assembly on Monday approached a federal high court, Abuja, seeking an order to be allowed to visit the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. The motion was brought pursuant to Section 36(1) of the 1999 Constitution, as amended and under the inherent jurisdiction of the court, as preserved via Section 66(b) of the said Constitution. In a motion on notice dated October 15, marked FHC ABJ CR 383/2021, the plaintiff Ubah is praying the court to grant him leave to visit the defendant Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody as part of his oversight legislative function. So my dear listeners, now I've come